Okay, we have Frank and both here with us. Frank, you just played a hell of a match with Alex Kent. One pocket.
Heck of a match it was.
Oh my goodness. I was watching from afar and I noticed that you were really. I mean,
Struggling?
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that the word you're looking
I'm
for?
looking for that word. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, where was I? Yeah,
Yeah, I was struggling to say the least.
yeah, yeah. You were. What was going on in your match? Did you have? Was it? I know you played Alex yesterday. It was yesterday, right?
Yes. Played
And
the 10 ball.
you didn't do so well against him.
No, he's a very good shot.
Yeah.
He's definitely a very good shot. I'm not going to discredit him at all.
Well, I can agree to that because and the guy across the table, Keith Terrell here, can attest to that.
Yep.
He can be very intimidating sometimes. But in one pocket, I felt that you probably had more of a chance because I've seen you play. You're pretty strategic. You play good straight pool. What happened?
You know what? I think it's just lack of playing the game. I wasn't used to playing so much defense
Right,
every shot and then having to transfer over to offense. It threw me off. I couldn't really make anything when I got the chance to.
right.
And every time I did, it was just he was able to capitalize. It was tough though. It really was. There was a couple of racks where he got ahead of me, and somehow I managed to open up the table and send most of the balls down,
Right.
and I was able to come back a little bit. But at the end, it came down to one ball, and he made a really good bank shot on that rack and won the rack.
Right. Now here versus Duke, he. How do you think he'll do?
See this is a totally different world in seven ball. This is straight running.
Yeah.
So I know he can run. I know he can pocket very well. And
Right.
He has very good position too, which I've noticed. But
Right.
I know Duke's also a GM. I haven't really watched Duke play, but I'm definitely not going to underestimate Duke. I know he can play a game. So I think this one can go up in the air to either player.
Yeah, I think so too. Because they both pocket well. Someone asked me his skill level. He's a 7. He's a very high 7 on his way to being an 8.
Absolutely.
But he pockets very well. His fundamentals are very good. And you've played against him, so you know that to be true.
I've seen it firsthand.
Right. And look at this. He's here on the 6 ball.
Just a little touch to get down table. It should be okay.
Yeah. And remember, they played on the tightest table in the house.
Oh, I know. This table can be very mean.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
I'm surprised he left himself like
Yeah,
that.
he didn't get down to where he wanted to be on that one.
Yeah. But when you can shoot like that,
Doesn't really matter.
it
does
doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. So, was there any point during your match where you said to yourself, you know what, this guy's just going to run away with it, and I can't do anything about it?
I'd say the last rack. At that point, I said, you know what, especially because there was only about a half hour left, and I had to come back from, I think it was 5-2. There was
Right.
just no way. So at that point, I said, you know what, let me just see if I can make some fun shots and have some fun with the last game.
Well, a couple of players mentioned about the fact that we time our matches. What do you think about that?
Well, I see why you do. Even though this is called the Masters Marathon, if
Yeah.
you didn't time the matches, we'd probably be here till next week, not
Yes.
till today.
Yes.
So I can understand why you do, and it works in some people's benefit. I haven't seen anybody in here play slow intentionally. I've seen it other places, but
Right.
as far as this league goes, I don't see anybody, deliberately slowing down the game.
I don't see that yet.
So-
I don't see that either.
I don't think it's an issue with timing the matches. I think it's fine.
Yeah, and generally, I see players speeding up their pace and trying to get their matches over and done with.
Right.
On the flip side, though, if they did complain about it, it still wouldn't make a difference because we're going to time it.
Of course.
Because we have to be finished at a certain time.
Of course.
We can't expect players to play for 12 hours and you get what I'm saying, and not accomplish anything.
I'll tell you what. After yesterday, we were playing for about 14 hours straight.
Yeah, 14 hours straight. Yes.
That was brutal. Brutal.
It used to be longer.
I can't even imagine that. Can't imagine that.
Yeah. Which 3 opponents did you play yesterday?
Yesterday, who did I play first? I forgot his name. Was it Ray Vaughn?
Ray Vaughn. Who's that?
I might have the name wrong. Played him in 9-ball first.
Right.
I got away with that one pretty well because 9-ball is my game of choice.
Right.
I believe the final score was 21-14 on that. After that, I played Keith in straight pool. That was a good match. The time actually clocked out on us, but we finished
Right.
199 to 198, and I won by a point. That was a very, very tough game. Fun, though.
Right.
And then I played Alex Kent last night in 10-ball, and that was probably my roughest match of the night.
If you had to do anything over differently, what would you do?
I think playing Alex Kent, I would probably play a lot more defense and not try to outshoot him because I think that was my biggest problem. I tried to outshoot someone who runs racks and can't really do that.
I agree. I think a little bit more strategy would have been more beneficial.
For
Going in.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have also been just lack of energy, and after playing all day, that last set was definitely, what's the word I'm looking for? Not tiring, wearing on the mind, I guess.
Right. I watched. There are a couple matches that I paid attention to yesterday. I took a look at your match, Joshua versus Michael. Did you see that match?
I saw a couple, games out of that. That was definitely a tough game. I'm surprised Mike got hit like that.
Yeah, but Mike surprised a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I saw Alex versus Keith today, which that was a very tough match for Keith too.
I'm sure that one I
He
didn't
lost
get to see.
21-6 on that match.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a tough beat.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at that one because Keith's definitely a strong shooter too. So
Right. But I was more impressed with you and Bob DePasca because you guys actually qualified for this event
yes, we
and
did.
made it to day number 2. That was outstanding.
Yeah,
Outstanding.
definitely an
Right?
accomplishment for myself. I have
Oh
to
my
say.
goodness, that was outstanding. And you guys, I mean, Bob got knocked out in the final 8. But here you are, you just got knocked out in the final 4.
Yeah.
Did you even think that you'd get this far? Be honest with me now.
I didn't think I could pass the first day. I really didn't.
Yeah.
I think I lucked out with the changes you made with the games being selected randomly.
Yeah.
So I think the first 3 games yesterday, straight pool and 9-ball probably being my strongest games. I think that helped me out in the first day.
Well, I think randomizing it was a good thing.
Well, it definitely worked in my benefit.
I think the players not knowing what's coming next created an anxiety. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It definitely kept me on my feet because
Right.
I didn't know what I was going to be playing or who I was going to be playing
Right.
at that game.
Yes.
So
Right. What about the fact that the matchups were so close? What did you think of that? Because we actually split the field, and
oh, right, with the high and low.
yeah,
Yeah.
because most of the matches that I saw, they were very close. What did you think about that?
I kind of figured once I saw the way the matchups were landing with who was playing who, there was a couple of games that surprised me with the gap between the games, but I thought based off of everybody playing each other, I expected them to everybody would be close.
Yes, and I thought so too. Right, I really thought so.
I think it was definitely a good move to have the different brackets play each other out.
Did Did you play David Grant?
I did not. I
Okay.
did not. I'm actually looking forward to playing him.
Because I know you wanted to play David Grant.
I think he's going to
Yeah.
be a tough opponent as well. But
I remember you mentioning that you'd love to play David Grant.
I actually watched his challenge match a couple of weeks ago with Keith.
Right.
And, they're both pretty good shooters, so it'd definitely be a challenge to play with them.
Okay.
I got the opportunity to play Keith yesterday, like I said, in straight pool. But I'd like to play Keith in 9 or 10.
And that was a good match. 198 to 210, something like that.
No, we clocked out 199, 198.
Oh yes, your match was a by 1 point.
1 point.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was a good match.
Very.
That was a good match. I got you. Yeah. Did you have any family or friends watching via Megabucks TV?
Actually, I did. My sister-in-law, my nieces, and my sister was watching.
Okay. Yeah.
They were all out in Jersey.
That's
I don't know
great.
if they're still watching, but if you guys are, how are we doing?
Now we blinked for a second and it looked like Duke evened the score at 1. Can you believe that? And we just looked away for like, what, 3 minutes?
That's 7-ball for you.
Yeah. And that's Duke. I was watching the way he performed this time around, and he's not the same player he was the last time. He gets fatigued. He looks fatigued early. Normally, right around this time, he'd still have a lot of energy. So that might play a part in how he performs in this finals here.
I'm sure. I mean, personally, I know I'm fatigued after playing 14 hours yesterday and what, about 8 or 9 hours today, roughly. It's definitely a toll. Definitely a toll it takes.
Well, you're welcome to stay in the chair and let us comment this game, and you can rest.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Alex is at the table, and he's looking to play. Well, it has to be that he's going to use his save here. I don't see him making this 3-ball and this ball in hand every time he miss, right?
Let's see. He went for it.
He went for it, but
Tough shot, but he went for it.
was it a safe? I think it was a safe,
Yeah.
yeah. He played a safe. And Duke will play back
Let's see.
a safe. Now, what do you do in this situation here? Alex does not have a safe. If he
I have
does,
seen his banking skills, and he can bank quite well. So he may try to bank this 3-ball, and he quite possibly might land with a shot on the floor. It's going to be difficult, but he might have a shot there. If not, I may try to tie up the 5 and 4 down there off of the 3-ball.
that's what I would go for right about now. I wouldn't even touch the 3. Because there's no way you're going to bank this ball and get, well, not that anything could happen, but
Right.
it's unlikely that he's going to bank this ball and get position. So I'd go for the tie up here. But
Looks like he's
I'm
going
sitting
for
in the chair and he's down there. Let's see what happens.
Oh my, he tried to cut that.
Yeah, he did.
Wow. Tough to see from that angle. I couldn't even see that he saw that side of the ball.
Right. And here comes the machine.
Beautiful speed.
Absolutely. He's such a wonderful player. But I still think that he has to be careful in this format.
Well, if there's one thing that I have seen in Duke's game, he's very, very quick to shoot.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah.
it can hurt you sometimes. I
Yes.
mean, don't get me wrong, he's a great shot, but whenever you're rushing a game, it can definitely hurt.
Nope. Small in hand.
Just like that. Just like that, it hurts you.
Ball in hand. And that's what I'm talking about in this game. In this format, the luck factor will not work.
Absolutely not.
It's not going to work. You got to think this thing through. And Alex goes up by 1.
This is definitely a game that tests your skill to the fullest.
Yes. What kind of break do you use in 7 ball whenever you play it?
Well, to be perfectly honest, I haven't really played any 7-ball yet.
Oh,
So I was actually looking forward to today to try it for the first time. But
okay. And just for our viewers, so viewers can know, this is an alternating break format. That's why you see Duke is breaking, even though he lost that rack. Players are allowed to push out after the break. Alex has opted to play, which I think is smart. You don't want to, if you can see the ball, you want to try to make it. That's not bad.
did he call his safe?
No. I don't think he would use it there. You have to be very strategic in using that safe. And he strikes me as the type of individual who he'll think things through. He probably was home thinking how he's gonna, yeah, if he gets to, this situation, what he's gonna do.
Quite possibly. I definitely noticed that, especially in our last game with the one pocket. Definitely spends his time and make sure he looks at all his options before he takes a shot. So
I think Duke is lining up for the combo here. He's gonna go forward. No.
left himself a pretty hard cut shot there on the 4.
Yeah, but if he misses this you see, if he makes it, it's fine. If he misses it, then it's ball in hand to Alex. Hold on a minute. So how we play 7 ball in Meg is that we call every shot. So he was just trying to find out what happens if he calls the 7 and misses the 7, but the 4 goes in. Well, we call shots, so
It's not good.
yeah. You have to call the shot. If you didn't call it, the table goes to your opponent. Now here comes
Played safe by him.
yeah, but now Alex can come back with another save. All he has to do is jump over this ball. He doesn't even have to pocket it. Just jump over and hit it. Like that. And if he called a safe with that,
And the 4 man.
yes, then Duke is in trouble. If he said the 4 ball with a safe, right now, Duke is in trouble. Duke has to tie up a ball. Yes. See? Yes. That's how you play.
If you're going to give him a ball in hand anyway, you may as well make the table
Right.
over.
Yep, that's how you play.
Now he's already used the safe, so
Right.
he may be looking to do the same to tie up that cluster a little further.
Right. Well, he's getting ball in hand here, I'm sure. He just has to decide how he's going to navigate. You know. You need a little bit of luck on this one. Yeah, because it's not that bad a shot. He can actually go behind that 6. But if he's going to play this, he has to really play it.
Oh,
Because,
absolutely.
you can't baby this shot. Because now you got to go 3 rails back to the 6.
Absolutely. It was a good try. It was a tough
Yep.
shot. Definitely a tough shot.
Yeah. session. We used to do it once a year, but we started doing it once every session because there's so many players who want to participate in it, and it's invitational, so almost everyone gets the opportunity. Some you have a lot of regulars, but like like Alex, it's the first time he's playing in it. It's the first time you're playing. Yeah, yeah, first time Alex playing it. So we try to give them that opportunity. So he's going to use his safety. No, he's not going to use his safety. He's going to play the ball. Wow. Wow. Yeah.
That was tough.
Yeah, that was very tough. Well, at least he didn't use his safety.
True. But you see how Duke there just gets down right on the table and shoots.
Yeah, that's Duke. That's Duke.
A little short there.
Yes. It looks like he's trying to go right English on this ball. Yeah, he was trying to hold it. I wonder why he did that.
He didn't want to risk going behind the other two balls again because he got stuck there.
Yeah, but I think that would have been the better route for him.
So do I. I would definitely would have done it that way.
Yeah, come to the 7 and the 6. Now you've left an open table for Duke.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Well, remember we spoke about him being fatigued? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Definitely part of it.
Yeah. And just to remind our viewers out there, each time you miss a shot, it's ball in hand to your opponent. That's why you see Alex takes that ball. Let's take a look at that angle. Yeah, it's kind of steep.
Should be okay. He's going to have to hold on to that cue ball there for the 6.
He's gonna go 2 rails. Use the rails to slow the ball down. Yeah. Okay. So Alex has taken the lead again. I guess he's saying he's not going away this time, right?
He's going to be a difficult opponent for Duke, that's for sure.
Yes, yes. If Duke wants to win this, which he's capable of doing it because he did it twice already, then he's going to have to come and get it. In other words, he's going to have to bring it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
He's going to have to bring it. So he plays a safe.
Is that a safe or was that a push-out?
That's a good question. I'm assuming it was a safe. And the only way he would have played a safe for that is because Duke does not have a safe, or else he wouldn't be looking at the balls like this. Well, we'll find out in a minute. Because remember, the two balls right there, you'd have to play some sort of a combo shot. All right, so now we're going to find out if it was a safe or not. Now, if that wasn't a safe, no, he'd get ball in hand if it wasn't a safe. But Alex, he did play a safe, and Alex, if if Alex did not play a safe the first time, which he did, so that means he has to make this ball. Right. Right. He doesn't have any safe set. And Duke coming in with ball in hand, I don't know. It doesn't look too good. Whoa.
Almost got lucky there.
Almost got lucky. Almost got lucky.
Can't really tell if that two goes into the corner from there. You have to come around and go into the other corner with that two ball.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. It appears as if it doesn't go into that. See,
Yeah, no.
it doesn't go into the top.
Come back on the
Right.
other side of it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That's all she wrote. Alex gets ball in hand here, but he has to. Wait a minute. This is ball in hand, all right? Yeah. So he's figuring out how to navigate to the four ball. So he needs like an angle. He needs like an angle on the three. Just a little bit. He can pull this back or go forward 2 rails back down. He's opting to like pop it off the rail, it seems. Like that. I see him making this shot right here. I mean, this kid, and stunning over after the 5. This is not a difficult shot for him. Now, no. But if he hits and he comes off maybe down to the close to the first diamond,
Maybe to go back around 3 rails.
yeah. But he doesn't want it to go all the way around. He wants to come back to where the side pocket is. Because remember, this is not an easy shot.
Not at all.
Not a yeah. So you don't want to do too many things on this, and you're going into the side pocket. And it's not even a full pocket. You're going in at an angle.
It is. Yeah, see, with a thin cut like that, I would have thought he was going all the way around also.
Yeah.
Especially the way these teams are playing right now. They were just recently refelt it, so.
Yeah. Now this shot, if I'm playing it, I'm just thinking about that pocket right there. Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. I'm just thinking about that pocket. Nothing else.
Looks like he's drawing it out.
And he got it.
Well played.
Well played. Good recovery.
The way these guys are playing, we almost forget they're playing on a tight pocket table here.
Well, you know what? I was saying that to a couple of guys earlier. That I've seen some matches on this table that it didn't look like a tight pocket table, and these guys are not. They're not that great. You know, they're average in mega. Because Alex is a 7. Clearly, he's an 8 now. You know.
I would think so.
But you have players like Josh and Mike Pritt, they're nines. And Duke, grandmaster. But these guys are fearless.
I played with Mike Pruitt. Mike Pruitt is a very good player.
And well, beyond good. He has really worked on his game, all facets of his games, his kicks, his banks, his pocketing, his safeties. He's very good.
I played him a few weeks ago for a session match. We played in 8-ball. Destroyed me. Destroyed me.
Does that to a lot of players.
Yeah.
And he has come a long way, and he has put in a lot of work. Yeah, I see him pushing this. I see him pushing this. And I see Duke giving it back to him. Now, I wouldn't pull this. Duke would have to shoot this out. I would instead move, what's that, the 4-ball? Yeah, I would instead move that 4-ball. Or tie up a ball. Okay, here comes Duke. He's playing for positioning for the 2 on the side after playing this 1 ball. That shot is a little thin. Yeah. But he should be okay.
I wasn't sure if you could see it in that side pocket there.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't get out enough.
Yeah. He's playing a little bit more careful now. You notice?
Yeah, it looks like he slowed down
Yeah,
just a bit.
he did. He realizes that Alex is not someone to play with. Yeah. Whoa.
That was almost a very uncharacteristic miss.
Yes. And Duke pulls within 1, bringing the score to 3-2. Alex is still up. Just want to remind our viewers, you're watching the Megabucks Masters Marathon. We do 6 formats in 2 days. 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball, 7-ball. Straight pool, 1 pocket. Am I missing anything?
That was it.
Okay. And this is the finals. We have Duke Lamb versus Alex Kent. It took me a while to get used to saying Alex Kent. I kept on saying Clark Kent. You know?
Well, the way he was playing, it kind of looked like Superman.
Yeah, yes. So he said to me one day, Vince, don't worry, I get that a lot. I'm like, okay.
It must be the glasses.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. He says, I get that a lot. Well, did he utilize his safety yet?
I think this was right after the break.
Okay. Wow.
So this is quite interesting.
This is great if he can pass. If he can pass, then he'll slide right over for the 2-ball. Oh.
Yeah, that was tough.
Yeah. If that was a safety shot, I don't agree with that. It was.
That didn't work out in his favor. Wow.
Yeah,
I'm
because
surprised he responded back.
yeah, but Duke is. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
What Why would he? Wait a minute, I don't get that.
I don't either.
He deliberately just missed.
It looked that way.
Wasn't that ball straight in, or something like that?
It was a little angle there, but it was definitely a makeable shot. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there.
We definitely have to go back to that later. Oh, interesting. Well, here comes Alex. He has to come off this 3 and go up to the 4 ball. Position should be very good on this. And it goes down. And he's trying to help the ball along. If he has a slight angle, he'll pull it straight back. If not, he'll just keep it right around that vicinity. He doesn't want to go towards the side pocket. Okay.
That should do just fine.
He wants to have an angle on this. Now, for me, I don't like pulling the shot. I like going forward with it. But some players like pulling it, you know? I like going forward with it.
I feel like it's a more natural way to do it.
Yeah, I like it. But the way Alex shoots, I see him even pulling this one back. You know? He's a huge shot maker. He likes to go through that cue.
Yeah, he's a little hesitant on the shot.
Yeah.
It's not an easy position here.
No, it's not. Nicely done. Nicely done. Don't be tentative on it. Don't be tentative on it. Okay.
Extends his lead once again, 5-3.
I love this.
That's the way a game should be.
Yes. We know that Duke can run the table several times in a row. Yeah. But we want to see this. We want to see him go back and forth and have some challenge. This is good for him. And who knows? Alex might just surprise all of us.
I wouldn't put it past him.
No. He was just phenomenal this week. And he doesn't shoot like that all the time, you know.
Really?
No, he doesn't shoot like that all the time.
He could have fooled me.
Yeah. I've seen matches where he only got 2 games regularly now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't want to play the guys he played then.
He has to be focused. You know, if he has something bothering him or something, yeah, he doesn't perform like that. But
He's super focused this week.
But yes, I was about to say that he wanted to play in this event. Another player that I would have loved if he had come today, but he wasn't able to come back today, and that was his choice, was Michael Flick. He's a very good player too, but he wasn't feeling well.
That's a shame.
Okay, so it's getting loud down here at Gotham City. I love that shot.
Nice shot.
So now he comes to the 3 ball. This is going to be a 1-railer because he wants to come up on the right-hand side of that 4 ball. The speed on this shot is very important.
Just thinking the same thing.
Yeah. But he doesn't have to do anything special on this. Just hit it, send the ball, high top, a little high top to get the ball back up table.
Come up and down.
Yeah. Nothing special. Just like that. It doesn't require anything special.
Easy.
It's too hard.
Right.
It's too hard.
That was one of those times where you look to tie up a bit.
Yeah. Yep.
Didn't really have any other
no options. 7 is in the pocket. Six is in the pocket. If you don't tie up the ball, the game is over here.
Not with Duke coming up to the table.
Yeah, you have to tie up the ball, or you jump it with a safe. But that's gonna be
It's risky also. That's
yeah.
pretty close to that 6 ball.
Yeah. Okay, what is he looking at?
This is interesting.
Let's see what he's looking at here. Let's see. Oh,
He's looking to kick at this.
yes, and he's kicking it with a safety.
2 balls.
That was very interesting. Very interesting.
I don't know if I would use my safety at that point.
I don't think, yeah,
It's worth it.
no,
Too high risk.
yeah.
Combination here.
Return of the machine.
Just like that. Duke closes out the game.
Yep.
Bring him back within a 1-game deficit.
Yes. The thing about it is this: Duke is not going anywhere. So Alex is going to have to take this match.
This is going to be a fight to the end on both
So
sides.
yes, yes.
Especially with a game like this with 7 ball. It's do or die.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what I love about this game. You know, some people think it's if you have a lower handicap versus a higher handicap playing this, that it's totally unfair, but it's not true. I remember Suzette Santos when she came in, we had a tournament and she was playing as a 3, and she won a lot of games because yes, as a higher handicap, you're probably gonna run the balls, but what happens if you miss on the last 2? Your opponent gets ball in hand, you know.
I think he wanted to bump that there.
No, but he'll be fine. He just has to hold this ball a little bit, like that.
Well played.
Well played. And the angle that he got on the 5 is perfect to get him back for the 6. He just hits that rail, comes up,
Right past the 7.
and he's out.
Beautiful.
I mean, being on the rail is not cool, but
They should be okay.
yeah.
Just a little tap. 7 playing the side.
Less than 3 minutes.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
And that's ball in hand. That's ball in hand right there, Alex.
And in the blink of an eye, the tables have turned.
Yes. And you see, one thing I've learned about Duke over the years, right, that I've played with, he will make a mistake in the game. There's no doubt he will make a mistake.
This is not the game to be making mistakes.
Right. He will make a mistake, but you're only going to get one mistake per rack. One. You know, you get one.
You're making the mistake on the 7 ball. It's
But he,
more than enough.
right, but when you're playing 7 ball, and I think he'll wake up and understand this, that when you're playing 7 ball, that mistake is going to cost you a lot of times the entire rack.
Yep.
You know. Oh, by the way, we have 2 major tournaments coming up at the end of the year. One 8-ball tournament and one 10-ball tournament. We're looking to pay back 100% of all funds collected. And this is going to be held out of Rack's Pool Room in Hempstead, Long Island. And as I mentioned before, it's 100% of whatever we collect is going to be going back out to the players.
Open entry here for these tournaments?
Open entry as in?
Not invitational?
Yes, yes, yes. But definitely we are looking only to fill the spots with mega players, former and current. Some players outside of mega might be able to get in, but some exceptions do apply, you know. It's very hard to handicap players who don't play in the league,
Very true.
you know, and we want all the players to have an equal opportunity to win. I love it when matches go hill-hill. That's just me. Wait a minute. Is he playing this 7 here? It looks
I
like.
think he may be carrying that 7 here.
Well, he has to be careful with this. Wow.
Got it? Is he going to land with that?
Yep. So I think you're going to see a change real soon with Duke. I think he's going to wise up and realize that he can't play the same way he's been playing.
I think so, too.
Yeah. It won't fly versus Alex. I'm sorry.
He's already down 3. I think he's starting to get a feel for what he should be doing now.
Yeah. He makes a ball on the break.
2 balls.
2 balls on the break, huh? It seems so easy, right? He only has 5 balls to play, and he's having troubles with that.
Oh, look at that right there. Can't be making mistakes like that.
No. Now, if that ball goes into the corner pocket up to where, past the 7, Alex will try to go right behind that too. You know? And he's a lefty, so this is a very good shot for him. Now, I like the shot right here. I really like the shot because he can play it, come out. If he comes out, he's out.
Just a little stun points, maybe.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to stun it.
Oh,
Wow.
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 Gotta remember to make that ball, though.
Mm-hmm. But he played it with a safety.
Interesting.
Smart. And the machine
He gets there.
got there. Has to reverse the English on this ball here. Don't hit it too low. And don't spin it too much. Yeah. Now, this is a tight pocket table. He hasn't hit this good. Okay.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Wow.
That was dangerous.
Yeah. Well, you could tell that he was cautious on that one. So that's 7-5. Yes, sir.
Are you gonna take a walk? You gonna take a walk?
Hello.
All right. Well, Mr. Vince has stepped out, and now you are with Apesh, or Frank, Mike, and Keith. And Duke has played an interesting push-out shot.
This game looks a lot like 7-ball. I think this 7-ball.
No, I think it's 6+1.
Oh, I never heard about
That's
that
the
game.
difference.
Yeah, 6+1. Yeah.
All right. Who's at the table? Alex?
Yep.
Let's see what
And
he does.
Duke just pushed out.
Okay, let's see what he does with the push.
You can actually draw off that 6.
What are you guys doing in this situation?
You can draw off that 6. Right? Hit it with draw. It goes in, and 6 pushes it back.
It is possible, but you got to keep in mind if you miss that ball, Duke is coming back to the table with a ball in hand here. So
100%.
Or you can kick behind the 6 very lightly, give him ball in hand, and tie it up on the 1, since he's already used his safe. No, he hasn't used his safe yet.
correct. Let's see what he does here. Looks like he's playing the one in the corner.
Okay.
Maybe a safe shot?
He might have called 1 and safe.
I think so.
I think he just made the pot. And
Oh.
Duke failed to get the cue ball to pass the 7.
They're tired, man.
Yeah,
They've been playing all day.
I remember last Masters when it was Mike Jackson and Alec Diamond,
Yeah.
and they were playing 10 ball on this table, and it was pretty brutal.
Yeah. This is a tight table.
Yeah. Well, they were both extremely tired, and they were both missing a lot.
Yeah. Well, what time did everybody start?
10. I got here at 10.
10. It's 9 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
That's
been a long day.
longer than a shift at work.
Oh yeah.
That was 14 hours yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But for
Alex
some
looks
reason, it
like
always
he's
seems to
jumping.
go faster than a shift at work.
Yeah. Got over the ball.
Didn't have many options there because he used the safe already. So.
Yep.
But everything's out in the open. We might want to consider tying balls up at this point. You know, once you've used your safety, just tie something up and force him to put you back in, or break the balls out. Oop.
This table's brutal. A lot of background noise in here. Don't pay
Yes,
attention to
there
anybody
is.
talking besides us.
Is he trying to push the 4 over? He's got the angle. He's angling it like he's trying to push the 4 over.
I think he's trying to draw it back to play the 4 in the same corner. Yeah.
There we go. That was a good shot.
Maybe.
He's a little close. He's on
Yeah.
the rail.
It's funny because now he can't really. He has to like basically cinch it.
Yeah.
And
Looks like he's following it.
Now he's going to try and draw that back again. He looks like he's hyped up a little bit.
Yeah, he force followed to play the game, the 5 up table.
he got a little too straight on it.
Yeah.
It's a lot more.
There's
than
a
he would've
small
wanted.
angle for him to bounce off, but he's
should
got to
be
hit that
okay.
ball hard.
If he comes around 2 rails here, he should be all right. Just going to make that 5.
Or hit it soft with right spin. Let the spin carry it around. Yeah. There we go.
That's what he tried to do, but
Tough shot.
No, he hit it too hard.
yeah.
No, you're basically, you're just rolling the ball in with that all that side spin.
I like Dookie's chances with 3 balls. What do you guys think?
A player, yeah.
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 Okay. Just
well.
knock him down.
Seemed like he slowed down his stroke a little bit there.
Yeah, there. That one
Ooh.
wiped its feet.
You almost banged. Oh, he got funny on this
Didn't
one.
get great on that.
But,
yeah.
I mean, you just touch it with draw. You tap it with draw. And on new cloth, yeah. Oh.
That's, I think that was 3 misses this rack. It's tough.
On new cloth. Did he call safe?
Might have.
Did he call safe?
I don't think he used the safe yet, but I don't think it's going to matter here.
I think Alex is just playing it from where it lays. Okay.
Took it down.
Good lord, 8-5. I never thought I would see this.
Yeah.
This is surprising. Duke's already won 2 Masters marathons.
I mean, I did lose twice to Alex Gaptis,
Did anybody beat him?
not sure. Actually, you know what? No, I don't think so.
Because I didn't. I sure as
Don't think so.
I sure as hell didn't beat him.
Right,
Yeah.
sure. I don't think he's lost yet.
You played me straight pool. You played him 9-ball or 10-ball.
10-ball. I'm pretty sure he said he won his 9-ball match as well.
So he basically went undefeated through this entire thing.
Yeah, if he wins this, he'll have won the Masters undefeated.
That's strong.
That's craziness.
Very.
And to beat Duke in the final, that's ridiculous.
I'm not going to put it past him. He definitely could do it. He came to play today.
Well,
that's for sure.
he's definitely.
He's stroking the ball pretty good. He's
Yeah.
played on this table
He's
twice in a row
played on
now,
this
2
table.
times
Yeah,
in a
he's
row
played on
now.
the table a couple of times already. I mean, if he beats Duke here, I don't feel so bad about losing to him by the score that I lost.
I lost to him twice, so I definitely don't feel bad.
Yeah, right?
Well, I didn't play, so I didn't get to lose.
Well, that's your loss.
Good shot there. Slow down.
Great angle.
Yeah.
Great angle.
Even though he's on the rail, it's still pretty good.
Still, I mean, there's no way to end up on the bad side
Yep.
of the 4.
Just got to make the ball.
Yeah. Oh, unless he jumps
Oh,
up.
he thought he missed that ball.
Unless he jumps up. Oh, my goodness.
Watch out.
Well, he's still.
He should be fine there.
Let's see.
He might call safe here. Notice he doesn't use a closed bridge. Ever. Jesus, clean.
Alex looks like a completely different player from when I saw him in the finals for the singles last year. This year, I watched him.
The winter session.
Yeah, the winter session. I saw him play, and he wasn't nowhere near as composed as right now.
I mean, I played him at an Express 8-ball, and I got steamrolled there, too. And I was actually thinking about,
Oh,
Oh, that's a shame.
I was actually considering, playing him in the SmackDown, but watching this, I won't play him at 8 ball, definitely.
No,
I would have to play him at something like 10 ball.
10 balls
After
a
seeing
game.
him in this, I don't think I'll be challenging him in any format. He's a strong competitor. Very strong.
Extremely, yeah. I would have to choose something like 10 ball, where I know that I basically, yeah.
Nope, Dookie ends up
Oh my
behind
goodness.
on top of the
Duke
7.
might shoot this to the top right corner.
Yeah, I've seen Dookie make some shots too. Yeah, good job.
Wow.
It looked like it was taking a weird turn, but
Nice
oh,
recovery, Duke.
smack that in. What's the score now, guys?
He's now 8-6.
8-6. All right, 2-game deficit. See what happens.
So Frank, having played some of these formats now, do you think you'll be playing them more often since you play out of this room?
Except for one pocket.
Yeah.
Really?
I don't think I'll be playing one pocket for a very long time.
I think it's definitely beneficial to study the game at least.
Yeah, I can agree with that, but it's, you know, I gotta admit, I'm not a patient player, and I just don't have the patience for one pocket.
I tried to watch the stream when they had Dennis Okoyo versus Scott Frost playing one pocket.
Yeah.
I watched every day, but I couldn't watch too much of it, man. Like I put it
can't
on for
watch.
10, 15 minutes, and I was like, oh my God, paint drying is better than this.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah, but
It's definitely a long game.
you see some stuff happen in one pocket, especially with those two players when I was watching. They
Oh,
did
yeah.
some stuff that I don't even know how they even came up with a thought of doing that. Steve's in our camera. Steve, get out of our camera shot. Okay, thank you, Steve. Oh, combo. Here we go. 7-8.
Don't call it a comeback.
Well, Dookie has been here for years. Here we go. Let's see Dookie breaks him off. Now there's a weird type of break in 7-ball where
There is.
you could bank the 7 back to the table, but you have to hit it at a very precise speed. Like you bank the ball, you hit the 1 and you bank it up to the bottom rail and up to one of the top rails. Like you see where the 7-ball is tracking towards you, just like this. Almost.
Well,
Just like
I
that, but that
noticed
was
with the
7.
7-ball break, you kind of have to break from the side.
Yeah.
Because you guys, you know my break. My break is like a very small little area that I break like
Yeah.
near the spot. And what happened a couple.
Oh, here we go. 8-8. Look at
All
that.
right.
Just like that. 8-8.
And what
We were
happened?
talking.
And what happened a couple of times was one of the balls would fly back and hit my tip, and then
Oh,
I'd foul, and then
yeah,
I'd
no,
give.
that's no good.
Yeah, and
All
Just
right,
like
now
that,
we're
Dookie
seeing
ties it up.
more of how Dookie plays. He might start free stroking on us.
well, that's like his style anyway.
Yeah.
I don't think he knows how to
Man.
play any other way.
I saw him run out a rack of 8 balls so fast. I think I blinked and it was over.
Yeah, I don't think he's at the table long enough to think.
Yeah.
I don't know if he like gets down long enough to
But if you
stop
ever
moving.
see ever see his AZ billiards handle and you go on his page and you see like he's got quotes on the bottom, he said, "Learn how to aim so you don't have to aim." I'm pretty sure he does that 100%. All right, Alex broke him off pretty good. Dropped the 4 ball.
And hooked himself on the 1.
Push out here.
Man.
Brooklyn's an interesting place.
Yeah, pardon us. Yeah.
Just some of the background antics going on here. Got those billiards.
There's nothing like Brooklyn. Looks like a save.
Pushed out there.
Are you pushed out? Okay.
That's a very bad
Oh,
push.
wait, what's going on over here?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there.
I think maybe he actually tried to hit the ball.
What?
Well, Alex sitting down, not doing nothing about it, so looks like he tried to play that.
Letting Duke take ball in hand. Yeah, well.
Let's see how that works out.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Oh, and it
Oh,
dropped.
my goodness.
That
He's
one,
tree-topped.
yeah. I think he can make this. Oh, that was good. Is it going to roll in?
Nope.
Oh.
Ooh.
Some tight pockets help out in that kind of situation.
Yes, they really do. They give you a little bit more rail to work with.
Might be pretty
Let's see if
straight
we
on
get
this
it there.
fat ball.
Yeah, it looks straight. Dookie had to really stretch for the last shot on the 3.
Might have to work some magic here with this fat ball to get
Just force follow it.
6, yeah.
Oh, he played it softly.
Is it safe?
That's not very safe.
No.
Maybe not.
A lot of noisy regulars here.
Yeah.
Don't listen to that young man in the background. He said there's girls. There's no girls watching him.
Why would you go all the way down table with ball in hand?
That's for sure.
I thought that was a pop draw. Oh, whatever.
He's
He's still playing. I'm not.
He's got a lot of reach. I mean, he could.
That's
This is
true.
what he's comfortable with, you know.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
true.
I don't think I would have played it like that either.
Well, like you can barely see over the table.
Yeah, but you know what happens when we play. Nothing, because we don't play.
That's why Mike learned to play to move the cue ball around so good.
Yeah, that's
'Cause,
why I
you
can
know,
get
he had
position.
to. Yeah,
I can't.
he has to be like within 2 inches
I
of
gotta
the rail
be,
all the
yeah,
time.
that's it. I can put the ball anywhere 2 inches from the rail. It's quite loud in here. I don't know
He's
how.
sharked.
Yeah, these guys are trying to focus and stuff. This is how it gets in Gotham on Sunday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a lot. It's like this all the time.
Well, definitely,
There we go.
definitely Friday,
Try that
Saturday,
out.
but not
8-9.
usually. I mean, when I used to play here all the time, it would, but well, not really so much Sunday nights. Sundays was usually pretty dead.
You know what it is? Every time Marwan works, for some reason, his natural charisma just attracts people for some reason.
Maybe it's the hair.
The hair, he looks like Willard. Oh, Steve just brought up a good point. The only 2 guys in the tournament with glasses are in the final. So
I noticed that myself. yeah.
anybody with glasses or have vision impairments, get a
Somebody
good
pattern ran?
pair of glasses and you're good. Steve.
I'm gonna try that trick next time.
I'm
See
gonna
if
use.
it works.
I should play with glasses every day. The thing I notice about a lot of players that shoot with glasses is not the fact that their eyesight is so bad. It's just like the glasses move up and down while they're trying to play when they get down on the table.
Yeah, right before everyone, like if you know, watch Duke and you watch Alex, both of them, right before they get down,
Yeah.
they push their
No,
glasses up.
I always see Dookie do it. We have a gentleman in here that puts his glasses upside down, lets the top of the nose bridge
Oh, like this snooker
go on
player.
top. Yeah, that's who we're talking about. Andrew.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does that.
That's because of the guy who beat Steve Davis in the final a long time ago.
Oh, I know who I saw that
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
I saw that match.
The black ball final.
Yeah. That was in the 90s, no?
Yes.
Man,
Dennis Taylor.
Dennis Taylor.
Yes.
That's the young man. If you see the arm stroking, he's the man who's making all the noise.
There's definitely no shortage of noisy people at Gotham.
Yeah. Let's just say if you want to come here and practice, these aren't the
Bring
days to do it.
headphones.
Yeah, or earplugs. Shane Van Boning's got it good. He can just turn down his volume.
Yeah, we envy him sometimes for that.
I mean, I wish I could do that.
Yeah, me too. I even spent money on active noise canceling headphones,
Yeah.
earplugs, actually earplugs, and they didn't really work that great in the pool hall because I could still hear all the chatter.
You get like
Actually makes-
echoes.
It actually it actually filters everything out and leaves you with chatter. Yeah.
That happened to me. I was on a plane like a couple weeks ago. I had earplugs in, and I still heard like people talking low. I heard. I don't know what it was. It was like because they were so close. It was weird.
It's like Constantine, that movie.
Yeah, I think so.
He's just cinching it.
Alex played that ball pretty good. Got very good
He did.
position.
He
Let's
did.
see how he gets. Maybe he'll go in between the 3 and 6.
Yeah, he'll probably just go to the rail and just let it float back. And
Even if he bumps the 3 ball here or the 6 ball. Oh, no, he played it a little
Wanna
too.
wind up-
Yeah,
oh
played it
wow,
well. That's not like that's.
he played to save himself.
Yeah.
He
He
played to get
definitely
safe.
tried to get in between those 2 balls, but it didn't work out. Okay,
That's not a bad strategy, is to tie up the ball. Yeah,
okay. I don't know if this ball goes.
but Duke might tie it. It might be like a.
Dookie likes to play shots. I know that for a fact.
He may have the
It looks like, to me, it looks like it's on, but I'm not. He did it? No, he threw the ball off. Did he call safe?
Apparently, must have called the
Okay.
shot and save.
He could do that?
Yeah,
Oh,
you get 1 per rat
how come he can't do that in 10 ball?
because it's 7 ball. We're 3 balls short.
Oh man, I'm calling the BCA guys. Oh, he swung at it there.
It's like the version of rotation specifically meant for you.
Is that a short joke?
3 balls short. Wait a second. We can't talk about this on the stream now. You're getting weird. You're being fresh.
Huh.
All right, Dookie with ball in hand.
That actually is probably the best shot.
Yeah,
He could have played on that.
nice.
Ooh. Okay.
See, Dookie's got the same problem as me.
Oh yeah, there's a
Doesn't
5
go-
ball there. I forgot about the 5 ball.
There's a 5 ball there. Doesn't go too far up. He knows where he's got to do.
He's an A player. He knows far more than we do, and better ways to do it.
Looks like he might pop this off the rail and play the 7 inside.
The touch and draw. Oh,
But you gotta make the ball. I don't like to do shots like that on this table because I know I played on it so much. I know what happens. Play draw and just spits the ball out.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Now it looks like he's just gonna play a stop shot.
Stop, stop. Yeah.
That's it. Done. Alex is pretty set in his pre-shot routine, which is very important if you want to play at a high level. Not that I know because I'm bad, but
We all play at low levels.
yeah. I don't think he ended up where he wanted to with the cue ball. But
Still be open.
He's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not like completely
I'm not
wrong
saying that
sided.
he's not bad. I'm just saying I think he wanted to play in the side. Oh,
Oh,
see?
goodness.
Stuff like that happens. All right.
He hit it way too hard too.
Yeah.
But then again, these guys, like we keep saying, they're tired.
9-9.
The peanut gallery.
Those are the railbirds. We got a lot of that in here. I don't know how we're picking up all this chatter. These microphones must be real good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully they didn't pick me up, cursing at myself.
Oh no, we heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't worry. Everybody forgives you.
So that means that small children must watch my match.
This
Oh,
is-
he's no.
It looks Looks like a good rack for him, but let's see what he does with the 2-ball. Nice.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I think he practiced that shot.
I think it just woke up like that.
Oh,
goodness.
man. All right, Alex, we're at the table now. He wanted to get above.
He's fine.
Here.
He's
I think
fine.
he's okay. You can cut that back on the side.
This looks good.
Just
Just
drift
load up on right spin. Just load up on right spin, let it float forward. Or, you know, you have to stay down on the shot, too.
That's what we call a dog stroke, everybody.
This is what happens, though. It's a lot of pool to play over two-day
Dude.
period.
It's not my first one. It took, you know, it actually
it
took
was
3
mine.
years. It took 3 years playing in this league before I got invited to one.
Looks like Dookie's out from here.
So-
Hopefully. I got to stop. I don't want to put the commentator's jinx on this guy.
I think he's out from here.
So you're doing it too.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah. We're just not going to. We shouldn't talk anymore.
It's the game, folks.
If I walk into Styrey one day and he punches me, I know why.
He'll be watching this video back.
Okay, anybody who's watching, this table is actually that tough.
It is.
really
It is tough.
Really, it is.
And you know, it's got brand new cloth and fresh balls. You would think it slides all over the place and balls just like, you know, get sucked into pockets. And I think it actually played easier before they redid it.
Yep.
Because I played on this table a bunch of times. And yeah. Because he knows all about the internet.
Great shot.
Everybody knows about the internet.
Great shot there, man.
That was quite good. 9-10.
First to double digits, whoever was placing their sweat bets.
All right, Dookie's breaking him off. I think he's just trying
It's
different
just
stuff
weird.
every rack.
This rack is just designed to just, for all the balls to just collide back together, it seems like.
If you hit it hard, it looks like, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta hit. I think you gotta hit this with like a moderate speed.
Like I said, I mean, I practiced it, or when I was actually playing it last Masters Marathon, it just, yeah, the ball just kept flying back into my cue. And I kept fouling. Nice shot.
There we go.
Jeez.
That's a good shot. I remember watching Luther Lassiter, Wimpy, and Mosconi play. And Mosconi play 7-ball, and Wimpy broke the 7-ball in 2 or 3 times in a row. So he had the speed down. There's got to be a way to do it.
What I also noticed about this table, you would be very surprised at how soft you can hit the ball.
Yeah, for it to fly.
Yeah.
Yep. But the diamond's surface is probably the truest you can get.
True.
That was
Really?
not a good hit. That was not a good shot.
Well, gentlemen, it's been a pleasure co-commenting with you guys, but I'm going to call it a night here. You guys enjoy yourselves?
I'm leaving too.
Keith, looks like you're going to be all by yourself here.
Oh, no. No. I have things to do and places to be, so I am signing off as well.
We don't want to jinx them anymore, so we're just going to
Yeah,
stop talking.
no more commentators cursing. Take care.
Bye, guys.
Okay. The players are on break, and they'll be back in a couple of minutes. Well, actually, I see Duke Lima over by the table, but anyway.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
Okay, we're getting ready to continue. The score is tied up at 10 apiece. Let's just make the adjustments here. And I feel this match is going to go down to the wire. I can really see this match going down to the wire. Okay, Alex is breaking his at the table. And just a reminder, our viewers, we're playing 7-ball, and hold on a minute. And we're back. Keith. And Alex is up by 1 point. Let's make that adjustment here. Alex is giving Duke a hard time. Yeah, Keith. I was saying Alex is giving Duke a hard time in this event.
Well, Duke is giving himself a hard time.
Well, the thing about it is this: Duke is one of the best players that I know. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, Duke
And
is one of the
not
best players
the, but one
a lot
of the.
A lot of us know. He's one of the best players in New York.
Yeah, but he does make mistakes, and as a
Like he's about
result,
to make a mistake now.
yeah, as a result, he he's not being compensated for it like he would in 9-ball.
Right.
Yeah. 'Cause I mean, you could play it safe on this. He has to make the shot, or it's ball in hand.
Right.
You know?
I mean, ball in hand with one ball on the table.
Yeah. I mean,
Anyone in this event is going to do that.
yeah.
But then again, you know what? No, I can't even say that because I did miss a ball with ball in hand, a fairly easy shot earlier today. But that's just because I was in the chair so long that I went cold.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
I've done it several times. I come ball in hand and I miscue.
Yeah, something you just.
You know, I hear players say, "Well, you know, I can't miss." Listen to me. I've missed ball in hands. I've gotten zipped. Look,
There
it's
are
pool.
videos on YouTube of pros doing it. So.
Yeah. Come on. I'm an amateur.
Yeah.
If they can do it,
That's a bad shot.
Yeah.
Unless he played safe.
no, he can't. Well,
He may have actually lined up the bank even better because he failed to cover the double kiss. Yeah.
wait a minute. Oh yes, he did.
That's a bank.
Yeah.
And that is a bank.
And he played a save. It was a safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a very bad save.
Well, does Alex have a safe? Or he played his safe already?
I think he played his safe already.
And he's looking to. Okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, I had to have used it. I didn't realize that Duke had used up his safe. Why? I expected it to be like this. No, I didn't expect that either, but I expected it to be close. Because I do know, as great a player as Duke is, he would be missing some of these shots. Right, that's correct. But I guess that's not the case. No. Yes, come on. You're right. Go forward and come on. But he likes to draw the ball. I've noticed that. No, that's perfect. Yes, it is. That's perfect. You know what? That's the reason why we're here, and they're there. because for me and you, the shot would not have been good. But he's left-handed. Let's not forget that. Yeah. Now this shot, yeah, I mean he has a safe, so, but I don't think that would help him here. Right. I don't know. Do you go for the safe right here and take your chances and hope Duke misses and you get back to the table? Right. Seems he likes cutting the balls though. Yeah. Is that a safe? Duke is looking at it. Yes, he did. He played a shot with a safe. Oh, he might have gotten away with it. Yes. No, I think he got away with it. No, not Duke. I think Alex got away with it. Yeah. But you're right. But he still has to play the shot, so let's see what goes on here. Yep. Yeah, but the reach on this wall, even though he's a little bit taller than us, so I think he has like 3 inches on us or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he should be able to reach this, but he's opting for the bridge. Not necessarily, because if he goes 2 rails, he'll be coming towards the 7 balls, straight down for the corner pocket. Yeah, it'll be a fairly easy shot for him. This is like a zone position, like so 2 rails into the 7. See, it goes towards it, and even if it passes it, it's still good. Yeah. So simple, huh? Yeah. Alex came to play. Alex really came to play. I mean, he wanted to play last season. He wasn't able to. You know, he got his opportunity this session, and he proved that he belongs here. Yeah, this is something that a lot of players don't understand. You're playing 6 formats, and of those 6 formats, 4 of those are regular games: 7, 8, 9, and 10, and it's all a race to 21. You know what I'm saying? The Action Pool Club, yes. Yes, I know. I saw it. I saw it. I saw it. Um, well, remember that there's a chance that Duke might give it back. So, yeah, I would push on the left-hand side, his left-hand side of the 1. If he leaves an right, that's why I would push on that side. But I'd push it in the air where I could probably make the ball. He's gonna tie up a ball here, and that's not a push. That's a. Was that a push? Could you? Yeah. I thought he took a deliberate fall, but apparently he did not.
It's not an easy position. Well, you know what? No, it is sort of, but
No, wait a
the
minute.
four ball does complicate
No,
the
no, no,
pattern.
no. He did. What? You're having a conversation. Or is it a foul? Okay. Okay. So yeah, I thought he took a deliberate fall, but apparently he did not. Ooh. Oh no. Wow.
We always play better
Now-
safeties on ourselves than our opponents.
Now,
play
now
almost
this is tricky because he can call the safe. Yes, I am. But it wouldn't help him here.
Oh no.
That
Just made it even worse.
It's not gonna help him right here. It's not gonna help him right here. Now, I don't like coming off one rail to this. I like going 2 rails for this.
Yeah, I like starting high and kind of going under the 6. Like
Yeah.
the 2 rails by the 6.
Yeah, I like doing that too because you don't want to overstroke this ball and end up out of position.
Nah, you
Have to
just
go
wanna
back
put a little
down table and then come back up table. You know.
Yeah, you just want to put a touch of spin on it and let the spin do
Yeah,
the work. for
two
you.
rails going towards the 3 in the middle of the table. Well, apparently he has the touch, or what we call it, the magic touch.
Well, he's gonna wrong side that 4
Um,
unless he draws it.
you know something? You're absolutely correct. I think he's gonna draw it back. Try to cheat it and draw. This is not an easy shot if you don't hit it right. Okay, let's see something
Unless
here.
he sees something that we didn't see. But as it stands, I don't.
No,
I
he
see position on the 5 being difficult from here.
well he could draw it down table and come back up.
Slide off the 4, yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, that corner pocket becomes big when you do this. I've learned that the hard way multiple times.
Yeah, but he could draw. He could draw off this ball and go back up table. It's not really. It's the 4 is very close to the pocket.
Yeah.
He can do it. I saw him missed a couple of these, but the object ball was a little bit further. But he
He's
can do
winding
this.
up.
Yeah, and he has that stroke. He has to go 2 rails. And
think we
it's
have
going back
someone
up. Don't
who
forget
is,
about the cloth too. The cloth is very fast up here.
The cloth is very sliding.
Yeah.
It's definitely not what I'm comfortable playing on.
Yeah. Now this shot is not a gimme.
You can cinch it.
Oh yeah.
You can,
And he likes doing that. He likes playing those shots.
Yeah. He doesn't have to worry about position on the 6.
No. See?
He knows that too.
Yeah.
Unless he lands there. Even then, he's still okay. He can even bank this.
Of course he
Lock
can.
it up, put it behind the 7, give Duke ball in hand, and just sit back and wait.
I like the bank on this actually. And it's almost on the 2010. But he would have to hit it firm.
Yeah. Spin or no spin? Or dead?
I would probably use a little bit of left English on this to tighten it up a little bit.
Maybe, yeah. But as hard as you're hitting it already,
Well, we're looking at it from here, but if you look over by the table there, you'll see that the angle is a little steeper than we're actually seeing. Or he could cut it. He's been trying to cut these balls all day.
it's within that line between the point and the first diamond, so it's not cuttable. That's what I was taught anyway.
Yeah. It looks like he's going behind the ball for this.
He's cutting that down the rail.
No, I don't think so.
I think so.
Down this rail?
It looks so weird.
Oh, he is.
What
He is.
is he?
He's
Yeah.
cutting it down. Wow.
With high, yeah, he's not going to scratch. He makes this ball, he's not scratching. He's helping the angle. Wow, he hit that smooth. Wow.
Wow.
Took his time and lined it up, hit it perfectly.
Wow.
Gotta give the man his props.
Wow.
tap this, roll it in, and
Wow.
nope, there's a scratch. There's a
No,
scratch.
that's too running too slow. No scratch there. So he's at 13. And Duke, a.k.a. the Machine.
And Duke has won this twice.
Oh, yes, he has.
Wow.
So we're not
It's,
gonna, we're not even gonna sleep on Duke because he's capable of coming back.
Duke is
Yeah.
Duke is Duke. I mean,
Yeah.
as soon as Duke gets to the table and starts running around at 1,000,000 miles an hour,
Yeah.
I mean, he gets his blood flowing, he's good. That's all it really takes is just to get your blood flowing. You can do jumping jacks over in the corner.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is that this game is actually like an equalizer.
In a sense, I mean, we can all run out at this level.
Yeah.
Every single one of us.
But the mistakes that the higher handicap makes here could be detrimental.
Yeah, I mean, Duke, I don't know if Duke has been in front this match at all.
No, he hasn't.
Oh,
He
he's
has
scratching,
not a scratch here.
but there's no combo on the 7-ball.
No.
Duke's going to have to run it, and he has to shoot a long shot on the 2. The position from the 2 to the 3 is difficult. Unless Duke tries to combo the 2 and 6.
I don't think he has to worry about it. I think he. Okay, I just saw something right here now. Did you get the feeling that he just went down and shot the ball without even thinking about it?
Yep. And now he doesn't know what he's doing because
Right.
the 4 is right in his line of vision.
Yes.
There is a difficult shot.
Yes.
2 to 3.
I'm sensing some frustration here.
He
But
somehow managed to get shape on the 3 from there.
he
and
got back in line.
yeah, well, okay. Duke is just kind of going into 9-ball mode,
Yeah.
which, having played 7-ball on this table at the last Masters, you kind of have to. This will help me win the match. I mean, I won by, what, 10 points? Yeah, I won by 10 points.
Yeah, but I don't think the 9-ball mode is enough to win in this format.
Well, given his physical condition.
I just don't think you need to be strategic in this. You know, you need to
Wow,
be
that was a
strategic in
great
there. And
shot.
this is not a ordinary table that they're playing on. Look at
Oh,
the pockets
no.
are very tight.
Oh, no, I
This
was
is
playing on it
this shot
earlier.
is not a given right here. He has
And
to
these
hit.
pockets are shimmed. These
Yeah.
are not extended rails. Oh, my goodness.
So this is ball in hand right now.
Ball in hand and a soft tap.
Yeah. So these are the little mistakes that Duke would make in 9-ball, but his opponent wouldn't be able to capitalize on it because they wouldn't get ball in hand.
Right.
Yes.
So you're saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
That's impressive. That's. So I'm now seeing the effect that changing the order of the formats of play has. That's a very interesting effect.
Your eyes are open, huh?
I mean, I already thought it was a great idea to randomize the order of play.
Yeah. And the fact that you don't know what's coming next, the anxiety levels were like through the roof. Did you notice that?
I was waiting to play one pocket. I was really hoping to play one pocket, man. Come on. Yeah, Duke is in freewheel mode
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
I think
He's disgusted at what's happening right about now.
bottom left or bottom right? I think bottom left.
No, he's going bottom right. He's not taking any chances. But even this shot right here,
You shoot it with left spin.
this shot right here. Okay.
Side pocket follow.
No, he has to shoot the 5 first. Oh, that's the 4 right there? Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow.
Wow.
But he has a
That's
safe.
an auto shape.
But he, yeah,
He
but
does have his safe to use. But he has to figure out how to put that 5 ball in the middle of the rail.
And I'm telling you, if this was 9 ball and Duke was playing it, and he's on that 5 ball like that, I'd still give it to him because I know he's going to find a way to pocket the ball.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Because he is an incredible player, but a lot of times he also gets incredibly lucky. You know?
Wow, he can't even bank that backwards.
No, he can't. Wait a minute, can he?
No, he can't.
So right now he's looking for a safe. He's looking for
Yeah,
a
he's
good.
got to put it rail.
Yeah, he
Show rail.
Yeah, no, but also he's not even trying that. He's trying to tie up a ball. Play the 6 into the 7. Wow.
Too chancy.
Do you see how the game changes now? It changes. It changes. It changes.
No, he didn't do a good enough job of it.
No, you know, it changes. Alex is going to put this ball on the rail, come off 1 rail, or maybe even 2 rails behind the 6, and then do a 3 railer or 2 railer to come back down.
No,
The way he played the cue ball towards the 7 the last time, remember?
no.
With the bridge?
One rail draw with left on the 5, coming to the middle of the table, sort of to the middle of the table, a little bit below the head spot, foot spot, whatever that is, and then.
Oh, I forgot he likes to draw.
And then,
Yes,
and, then
yeah.
a stun right.
You're right. He's gonna yeah, because he likes to draw. Forgot about it. He's gonna draw close to the center of the table.
Like that. Great angle. Yep, he's fine.
No,
Now he just goes forward with right.
no, that's angle is steep.
It's a little steep,
It's a lot steep.
but he can. You'd be amazed at how soft you can hit that ball and pocket speed it in. You
In
would
normal
be-
situation, yes. But in a
Yeah,
pressure
but-
situation with arguably the best player on the floor sitting in his chair, this is where you play this ball with your safety. You know what I'm saying? Or you just play it safe and it's yours.
Wow. Ooh, overran position.
He could play it safe. He could play that ball.
But he can't pocket. He can't call the shot and play safe at the same
No,
time.
but he can play the safe. He would get ball in hand. Duke coming to the table. He doesn't have to play it. He can just say safe.
Push it up towards the middle diamond.
Of course, just push it right to the rail. Duke would have to make
He's
this.
back cutting this.
No, he's gonna bank
He's
it.
back cutting it. Yeah.
Wow. I think we have a new machine.
I'm having second thoughts about asking him to play. I may have to choose a different format. I'll probably go with 10 ball. I'd have to go with a game that I know that I have no shortage of confidence in.
Well, you just said something a while ago that was it you or someone else? You have to know your limitations, and there's nothing wrong with that, brother. Wow.
And I said I'd have to go with my best format.
Wow.
That I'm actually almost unbeaten in. Yeah. Because 8 ball, I'm not going to come close to him at all. I know that now.
Yeah. But since joining the league, he has developed into an incredible player.
Well, he was already a great player. I saw that the first time I played him. Uh-oh, he's scratching in that corner pocket.
Yeah. And here goes Duke.
2 to the 3 is difficult.
The 2 to the 3 is difficult. However,
For a player of Duke's,
yeah, I was about to say that. For a player of Duke's caliber, it's not, because he just needs to stop that ball right there. Just stop it right there. He'll play the 2 down, natural.
You sure it's not too much angle? You may not need
No,
to
no,
bounce
no,
off
no,
the
no,
rail.
just right there.
Touch.
Now you
There
see.
we go. Yeah.
Now you see what he just did a while ago is too much, because now he's gonna have to pull it back.
I think it's easier to do that than
Yeah, but look
try
at
to
the angle that
angle
you're
it.
getting, isn't it?
That's a great angle. You can put the ball anywhere on the table from there.
Okay.
You can put a dime down and land on
Yeah.
a dime from that position. Why did he? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought the 7 was the 4.
I don't like this. I don't like that. Nope. Don't like that. Oh, wow. What a shot by Duke Lamb.
Just learned something. That inside of the shaft aiming system actually works on that shot.
No, no, Duke's
His shadows and his bottom of the ball shadows edge thing works, but that I also learned on those shots in order to prevent the ball from straightening out, if, like that inside of the shaft to the contact point.
yeah.
That I kind of just watched Duke just do that.
Okay.
So where you're shooting like here and the ball has a chance of straightening out.
Right.
Now you're putting the inside of the shaft here, and you're aiming further out that way.
Right,
And
right.
It helps the ball. It pushes it. over.
Duke's aiming system, which of course he was showing it to me. He's very proficient in using it, and that's why he's able to aim so fast. You know?
I do remember. So Alex Ross just texted in, and I do remember having this conversation with Alex, where Alex Kent played a Predator recently. I believe it was at Steinway.
Yeah.
And I found out the next day how Alex did. He ended up in 7th place.
Shoots well.
He shoots very well. I mean, he was rated as a C+, which is what I'm
Yeah.
currently rated at, and he did extremely well, considering I know that field
Yeah.
very well, and that is a brutally difficult field to get through.
Yeah. It is.
So-
He shoots exceptionally well.
You think the bank on the 7's on?
On the 7.
The bank on the 7, 1-7 bank?
Well, from this angle, I can't really tell. But the 6 ball might be. It might be. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to do this. Because you got to pass all of those balls. You get what I'm saying?
The
The
3 is
7
a stopper for the scratch.
Yeah, but the 7 has to pass the 1 and the cue ball.
Oh, no, I'm talking about a combination on the 1 and 7.
I know.
Oh, you're saying the 1 will be pushed to the rail?
Yeah.
Potentially.
He'll probably try it. I don't think there's a need for it, but let's see what
What's he
happens.
doing?
Everything has been working so far. And he's going for it. And he makes a ball. And
And he actually puts the 7 safe.
Duke gets ball in hand.
That 7's actually safe.
No, it's not.
Unless he
Look-
plays his top shot on the
Look
farm.
where the 6 is at.
Look where Duke.
Duke is coming back. Duke is only down by 3 games. It's nothing.
Yeah.
He can make 3 games up in 3 minutes. Literally. So Alex has to keep the pressure on. And these last 3 balls, if Duke is, if he takes these things for granted, getting down to the final parts of this, and he starts taking the stuff for granted, that's when he's gonna mess up. Yeah.
Did Duke get too straight on this?
No, he's good. He's good. And that's 2 games he pulled back in such a short time. And now he's only down by 2 games, as opposed to 4.
This one's coming down to the wire. This is way better than the last final.
Oh, absolutely. Way faster too.
Now, having played Alex earlier today, first match,
Mm-hmm.
he's playing significantly faster than he was this morning.
Yeah. Yeah. I noticed that towards the end of the evening yesterday, Joshua Friedberg was playing a lot faster too, and a lot better. So I don't know if it's because they're fatigued, they want to get it over and done with.
I think that's the case with most players. I know that's the case with me.
Yeah.
Because I don't even start reading safes and reading the table. I just see ball in pocket and try to put ball in pocket. Oh, and there's ball in hand.
What happened?
You try to combo the 1 into the 5 on the side pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, you played safe? No? Called?
What was that?
I can't say that on stream.
No, 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 no. Please don't say that on the stream. Oh, so Alex is Wait a minute.
Inside spin. Left spin.
Yeah, he's
Stun
gonna hit
left.
2 rails come down for. What's that? Wait, is that a forward?
He cinched it. Yeah, he's fine, actually. He can just roll his ball in and keep position. He's
Listen to
still
me.
good.
He's all the way up table.
That's not bad.
What?
The scratch ain't there.
It's not there, but
And
you know,
he'd have to be he had to hit it pretty
Yeah.
bad to end up behind the 7.
this is where you're gonna use that safe. You're playing the ball with a safe.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But you're definitely pocket speed rolling that ball in right, like that.
You're playing that ball with safe.
And he got away with it.
No,
What?
no, he played it with a safe. I know.
Yeah, but why did Duke just take ball in hand?
Oh, hold on a minute.
So Duke didn't hear him call safe.
Okay, so what happened a while ago? Alex called safe, but Duke did not hear him. And Alex, he's a soft-spoken individual, and it's possible that.
It's true.
Yeah. But regardless if Duke heard him, yes or no, according to our rules, it goes to the shooter if he said that he did call it. And
He's fine.
yeah. But Duke is fine. Duke, Duke can come back from this. We all know what he's capable of, so just has to focus. I think this match is far from over. It's very far from over. It's not even close.
I know that definitely affected both of them mentally.
Well, you know what? It's a part of the game.
It is, absolutely.
again, you gotta
I
shake it.
remember our good friend, our dear departed friend Timo.
Yeah.
The first time I played him, I was calling my shots and he didn't hear me. Just because when I get focused, I kind of mumble and I mutter.
Yeah. Well, I have a bad habit sometimes too. I talk under my breath when I'm shooting. You know.
You actually talk. You actually call your shot in your backswing.
See that? In my backswing.
In your backswing.
Yeah.
You'll be pulling back, doing your pause before you follow through to strike the ball, and then you call your shot.
See?
I know that very well. I've played you enough to know.
Yeah. So and I think that's a bad habit, but
I try to do it before, once I've decided on the shot, because for me mentally, and this is my mental process in a call shot game, is it helps me to commit to the shot.
right. And that's a good idea. That's a good way of looking at it too. Yeah, you commit yourself. You know what you're going to do. You set your fundamentals. You go down and you just execute. You don't think about anything else because
Right.
you've already made.
I say it
that
out
decision.
loud to myself, and I hear myself say it.
Yeah.
So now I say, I'm doing this. I'm shooting this ball in this pocket, and that's what I'm doing.
And Duke makes a ball on the break, and he gets position on the 2 ball. If he makes the 2 ball, he's automatically out. Wow.
Wow. But even if he had made the 2-ball, he got pretty bad on the 3.
Yeah, but remember, we're talking about Duke here. I mean, he probably would have played some sort of a safe or something, you know? I mean, look at this. Alex is pretty bad on this.
No, he's
Three-
fine.
Yeah, he's
Touch of inside spin, just follow.
which he could miss the shot because of that.
No, he hit that great.
Okay, now
Now he's bad on the 4. Now he got bad on the 4. I would have gotten high on this 4 because then you just go into the short rail and you've got position on the 5.
I think he has a little angle, doesn't he?
Not much. Not.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. And the spin might throw it off, but let's see. Okay.
Basically slamming this ball into the pocket.
Or maybe he's drawing it with English.
No, either way. He's moving a lot. Nicely done.
Nicely done. Makes you wonder who this guy is, right?
All right. Who's the A player here? Which one is the A player? Which one's the
Oh wow! After yesterday,
who's the GM?
yeah. After yesterday. Thank God this is a no,
See, I
no
think
handicap
I
event.
think
huh?
he's calling safe on this because he just turned to Duke and
Yeah, he's playing the shot with a safe.
yeah, this is the correct time to use it.
Yes. I tell you, I feel that Alex probably stayed home studying how he was going to play 7-ball. Because he doesn't play it. So he probably,
He told me earlier that he hasn't played one pocket since high school.
and that's a long time. Now, this is a test right here because if he
Stay
makes,
down, follow through. Stay down, follow through. That's it.
yeah, but if he makes this, then he's really on.
Well,
Yes.
like I said, considering how he played against me earlier on this table, he's not afraid of this table one
No.
bit. One bit.
And that surprises me. He's never played here. He's never played on this table. He only plays on. Have you ever been to Eastside Billiards?
No.
Okay. Okay. These pockets are like a, you know, like a Mini Cooper, right?
Like pushing a watermelon through
No,
a through a
Mini
needle.
Cooper that you drive. These pockets are
Look at
like
this guy. He doesn't.
these pockets are. I compare them to a Mini Cooper that you drive around, right? Eastside Billiards is like the Grand Canyon, and that's where he plays.
I feel like
He-
Alex.
He's just in
You
his
know,
zone.
well, I
He's in the
think
zone.
there's something else to it. I think, I personally am not a giant proponent of aiming systems as a whole where, there are definitely people out there who live and die by aiming systems. I
Yes.
feel that, they are different methods of reaching the same point. It's like a convergence thing, right?
Yes.
This guy uses this, I use this, and you use that.
Right.
But at some point we all arrive at the same
Point.
point.
Yes, correct. As long as you arrive there, that's the important thing. It doesn't matter how you get there, as long as you get there.
Right.
And if you have your own method of getting there, then it should be fine, right?
Right. But he really has something that works for him that he can really rely on, because seeing how fatigued he was after our match and after his one pocket, I mean, and to see him shooting like this, the guy he has something. There's something.
But what I'm trying to tell you is this: he doesn't play like that all the time. I mean, I've known him for a long time. You know, he doesn't play like that, and he recently started playing good 8-ball. He had a gentleman by the name of Louis on his team. His team 2 seasons ago. Louis is by far the best 8-ball player I ever came across. I mean, it was a pleasure watching him play.
Right.
And whenever I played him, I think I watched him more playing than actually playing him.
Wow. Why did Duke do that?
Wow, that's surprising. Yeah, and he picked up a lot of skills from Louis, and I saw it the last time I played him. I saw the difference in his game. He was tough. I mean, he beat me like 5 in a row, and I beat him a couple in a row. And when I play 8-ball, someone close to my skill level, they don't beat me like that.
Right. Yeah.
He was very consistent. Very consistent. Very, very
Like I
consistent.
said, I had a very hard time with him this morning, and I was shooting great.
Yeah, and you see what's happening here? Duke just missed a shot, right? He left him with a straight.
Well, he played a horrendous positional shot off that 4.
Well, yeah, but he's just fatigued now. You know, he's fatigued. He's tired.
Well, he called safe.
He's gonna play this.
But he's going to roll it in. All Alex has to do is roll this in.
Yeah, but he's playing it with a safe. This is when you use that. He's playing the game the way it should be played, especially by an amateur.
Right, with an element of safety instead of trying to run everything.
Yeah, because we're amateurs.
Right. And I think that all depends on, like for myself personally, it really depends on my fatigue and stress level.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on my ability to think that day.
Yeah.
You know, something he did, because he left like maybe 5 minutes before I did last night.
Now, Michael Flick, the gentleman that was sick, he wasn't able to play. When Michael played, he beats him.
Wait, what?
Michael beats he beats him.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm just telling you, the gentleman, Kent, put it this way. Kent is home. What we have here is Superman. You know, and he's going to have to take off the cape after he's finished, because we're not going to allow that in the next tournament. We need the real Kent to come. He's shooting lights out.
Hey, man, you can't knock somebody for having a good day.
He's having a great day, and I'm so happy for him.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I am so happy for him. See, now.
Oh, wow, Duke called safe, and Alex is about to call safe.
Yeah. And now you see, this is a smart shot right now. Now Duke has to
I
make
think
this.
he gave him too much of the rail. He gave him too much rail.
It doesn't matter. If he kicks at this ball, he's
Oh,
crazy.
he has to make the shot. That's
Yes.
right.
You know, he's frustrated now. He's very frustrated. Alex is going to pocket this ball. Pocket the 2. He wants to get a straight shot on the 2. Roll up with the 3. Play the 5. The 6 is right there. He's going to be out. Or he could be out. Let me say that.
if he plays it correctly.
Yes.
Stun into the rail. Another stun into the rail.
Yep. Another stun into the rail. I'm amazed at how comfortable he's playing on this table.
Yeah. Yep, considering that two players who are actually normally comfortable on this table
Yes.
got blown out in the last 2 days.
Yes. Yes. And it could be that
Look at that. He just
it could be that he's not even thinking about the table.
he could be
That's-
he's so tired that he's not even.
Yeah.
You could cut this in with right.
Yeah, but he's gonna have to use a little reverse English on this to make sure that the ball dies after it hits the
I don't know, like center right
Yes.
to
Yeah.
throw it and then.
Yeah. And most likely he's gonna play this with a safety. Did he call the safety?
I don't know.
All right, so we'll find out after the shot.
Yeah, because Duke is hanging off of his every word.
Well, this guy is very honorable. He don't have to worry about it. If he didn't call it, he's not gonna take it.
Oh yeah, but
Oh, boy, it's getting noisy here today. Getting noisy here today. Okay.
he scratch.
Yeah, he's crashing. Duke is gonna be out there.
Yeah.
As you can see, the delayed version over here. Yeah, he scratched in the bottom right corner pocket. Duke is.
No, it's interesting what Duke is doing, which I guess is a higher level type of thing. But I was taught initially never to shoot past the side pockets when you have ball in hand.
Well, yeah, but remember that ball was way past the side pocket. It's not like it's right there. They're saying if you're on the rail and you have to shoot past the side pocket, you shouldn't do that. Not in the situation.
I mean just to make positions simpler. Because you remember you and you like to use rails to get position and move the ball around.
Yeah, but where he was he made the right decision. He needed to get up for that ball. He needed to get up for that 5. If he didn't get up there for that 5, he would not have won that rack. So he took one back. If Alex gets to the hill, a comeback for Duke is going to be very difficult because the pressure is going to be on. And you know, I am telling you this right now. If this format was 9-ball, the score would be a whole lot different.
Oh god, yeah.
The score would
9-ball is basically Duke's comfort zone.
9 or 8-ball. The score would have been different.
I don't know about 8-ball.
Yes, 9 or no, I'm telling you, 9 or 8-ball. The score would have been a whole lot different. Now, Duke is coming off the 2 up here, but he didn't even consider the fact that there's a 3-7 come. You know, so he's gonna have to end up playing some sort of a safe, and he cannot play an ordinary safe after he pockets this 2. If he decides to pocket it, he has to play a safe that.
Ooh.
Oh well. What's that to say?
He must have called safe with that shot.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is not a difficult positional play.
No.
Yeah, this is draw, right? Center draw? Center draw?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just want to hit the rail and go behind. Wow. Now, this one, I'm rolling down on it, and I'm leaving the ball right there.
Yeah, you're splitting the 7 ball.
Of course, why not?
Yeah.
Or come off of it and send the cue ball down table, yeah, something. Because Duke used up his safe for it.
So I'm definitely splitting the 7 ball here.
He called a safe right here. He called a safe.
It's a half ball hit, right?
Now a little bit about less than that, about a quarter or an eighth. What do you mean, just to roll it down?
Yeah, just to roll it.
I
Definitely
would
not that.
Yeah, I wouldn't roll. Yes, I like this one better.
Oh, now Duke has to pocket this ball. That's right.
Yes, he has to pocket this ball, but he's not going to. He's going to bank and leave it by the 7, and that's going to give him an opportunity to win this rack. There's no way you're going to.
Or bank it towards the 6.
No, the only the only way he's going to get away with this is to bank this ball towards the 7. Just leave it around the vicinity of the 7. Just take a chance that way. Well, that'll work too, but
No,
no, not like that.
not good enough. No.
Yeah, not like that. No, Alex just wants to pull this out a little bit to make sure he has a straight shot on
Punch
that,
this, just
on
float
the
it.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a straight shot on that 4 because he doesn't want to go away from the 5 too
Or
much.
he wants to be
Yeah.
on the other side of the,
Yeah,
like that.
like that, like that.
Guy's having a good day.
Yeah, he's having a great day. But let's see if he can finish this out, though. Yes.
There you go. Because you remember, you don't have to hit the ball that hard to stop it on this
No.
table.
No. Now, if he wants, he can just pull this ball back or stop right and then play.
Or stun it over.
Yeah. That'll work too.
Yeah.
I know he wanted to come out a little bit more than that.
Oh yeah, we all would like to come out like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
on the other side of it instead of floating down towards the other side of the table.
Well, he's going to drift this cue ball just about 10 inches towards our right, towards the center of the
Where's he
table.
aiming? Yeah, he's aiming like a hair above center.
And then he's just going to play this in.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. This is definitely amazing.
This is something to watch.
This is something to watch. Talk about this. I have to double check to make sure that I'm still recording. Let me see here. Yep, I'm still recording and streaming because I have so many good matches.
Oh really?
Yeah, so many good matches. I mean, we've recorded so many beautiful matches. You guys really did a wonderful job out there. And this is just a testament of a couple of the matches. And this still is not the best match that we had since the whole event started.
Oh, I know. I heard about There's a lot of chatter about that match.
Yes.
There's a lot of chatter about that match.
Yeah. And it's not even on YouTube yet.
No.
No.
And that individual has a fan base, and that's the game. That's what happens. You know, I don't exactly enjoy having my match up there for everyone to see, but it's there and whatever.
Listen to me. There's nothing wrong, you know.
Tried to bank
I
this ball and play safe.
I tell this story over and over. I remember playing Jose Culian in the 9-ball of the, I think it was the Predator or the Tri-State. And
Duke is frustrated.
yeah, of course he's frustrated. I went in the day and I was shooting great. So I got to Jose. He was like my third match. And I felt, okay, I'm a ball above Jose or so. I should be able to take him. Jose zipped me. And I'm there asking myself, what just happened?
Yeah, right.
You know, but that's how this game is.
You wonder what happens when these
Yeah.
people who
Yeah.
should never in life.
Listen to me. Everyone is entitled to win. And
absolutely.
Jose went out there and he executed and he made sure he took control of the game. And there was nothing that I could
Did he
have done
play
about
the one and the save? Oh no, he didn't play the one and the save.
it. No. So I had to I tipped my hat to him. You know,
Yeah,
he-
that's all you can do at that point.
he played
I don't
great.
even know how many times that happened. It happened to me recently. I don't even remember who it was because I'm just like,
Yeah, he played
what do you
great.
do? Yeah. Oh, the Geeky Memorial. That's right. The Geeky Memorial. The guy I played first round. He was just determined.
Yeah, sometimes that's just how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
You can't.
the players, they're
can't get mad
shooting
about it.
great, and you know, you got to give them credit. You got to give them credit. I don't like this.
Nah, he's fine.
Anybody has to try to hold this ball, and I don't like that.
Can just float it forward with follow, center follow, and then it curves over. But now he's on the right side of the 7. He's fine.
Duke is very unpredictable in this match, so I can't really say it's fine. Yeah,
He almost missed that ball.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I can't give it to him just like that. 'Cause he's gonna be. He's at 15 now. He's still down by 4.
He's only now making the turn.
Yeah, he's at 15.
It's doable. He's still in it.
Of course, it's doable. He has proven time and time again that he's an incredible player. You know. He's an incredible player. But Alex is one step ahead of him, and if he makes 2 more mistakes, this match will be over.
Duke just looks extremely fatigued. Oh boy. This looks like a.
Okay, so what just happened? Where's the 2 ball? The 2. Oh,
2's right in front of him.
Wow.
Yeah, he doesn't even. He can stay short. He can stay short, and he's out.
I think he's gonna play position for the corner on this though.
That's what I'm saying. He just has to roll forward here
And bump off, yes.
and just come here.
Yes, that's what he definitely has to do. I'm glad you saw that. Or he can play for the other corner pocket, but he definitely shouldn't play for the side. Oh, wait a minute, 3 is still on the table.
I don't like shooting off the rail there.
Yeah, he's on the 3 ball. I didn't realize the 3 ball was on the table.
I don't like shooting off the rail there. I feel he got too straight on it. But that's just the position play that I like, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like he could have came and opened it up a little bit.
Oh, I actually like where he ended up, but I think he a little bit more angle would have
Well, then
been.
again, given how he's playing right now, it's, yeah, not a problem for him. This is just center follow, come back, go up front, come back.
You don't think perhaps he'll hit the 7 ball here?
No,
You think he'll miss it on the left or right side?
I think he'll stay by the middle diamond right there.
Remember the 5 is next.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, center follow. A lot of center follow.
I think he's probably going to draw this to the rail.
Nope,
Oh, no,
following.
he's following.
With right, or left, I'm sorry.
No, he's following with right. Left? Yeah, he's following with right.
He knew that he was going to hit the 5 with a 7. And now he's going to play safe.
Yep, he's going to play it safe.
No.
No, he's going to play safe. That's why he's lining it
Well,
up.
I mean,
he wants
grazing off the side of it and bringing the cue ball around.
right. That's what he wants to do. He doesn't necessarily want to hide the ball from Duke to a point where Duke can't see. He just don't want Duke to play an incredible safe on him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Duke hasn't been to the table yet, right?
No.
Okay. But he has to try to avoid the scratch here. I don't understand that. I think he rushed that.
I think he rushed that. He
Yeah.
did too thick, far too thick.
Well, not only that, if you have a safety, play your safety there. Yeah.
Because, I mean, he may have been also trying to add distance to the shot.
Yeah, but
Duke didn't end up perfect on this ball.
he has a straight shot in. I would just stop it right here and play the 7.
Yeah.
I mean, Duke's a great shot maker. Don't try to overdo this, you know, because you might end up doing something you don't like. Just make it simple. Yeah, stop it right there and shoot the ball in. Don't tell me he's losing his confidence. Now, come on, shoot the ball in. Yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so he's down by 3 now. And Alex has to answer the call because Duke is knocking at his door. You know what I'm saying?
No, not yet.
No, he is. Duke's breaking right now. And let's not forget who we're talking about here. We're talking about a player that can break and run in a 10-ball rack. He can definitely break and run in this.
Right.
And even if he breaks and runs down to 4 ball, he can always play it safe. So he makes 1 ball. And he's on 1.
Funny on a 1.
Yeah.
It's funny on a 1. But it is almost auto shape on the 3.
Yes. Now I'll play my safe here with the shot. And I think that's what he did. No, he did not. He's reserving it, which is not a bad idea. Because look at where the 5 and 7 is.
Yeah, but look where the 4 is.
The 4 is fine.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The 4 to the 5.
Yeah.
The
Well,
3-4, the 3-4-5, really? I think he's approaching the 1 ball from the wrong side. Whatever.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I mean, he managed to get perfect position on the 3, or he would have, but it was easier to come this way.
Right.
Now Duke is short on the 3.
No, he's right where he's
He
supposed to
can
be.
be.
No, he's right where he's supposed to be.
Is he?
Yes, he's perfect. He gets to pull the ball out. Almost a straight shot. Going away from the 5. I don't believe he just did that. He's probably going to play it down table.
Now, yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was going to play for the
He's
side.
going to lock the 7 to the rail.
No, he's going to... did he make such a mistake? You gotta dig down into this ball now. And hope it doesn't bobble.
I guess he just knows how to not do that.
Position here? I'm not playing for position. I just want to make the ball.
Oh, there's a Duke we all know.
Well, as I was saying before, he's knocking at his door, you know.
Right.
I myself have played.
I mean, I don't think, you know what? I can actually say that. Alex has not encountered a player like Duke this entire time.
No. And now he's down by 2. And I anticipate him going further because Alex is is close to the finish line. And if he doesn't win this rack, I think it's going hill.
Yeah.
And he might not even get to the hill. Because Duke knows how to close out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Alex is nervous right now. Because he's never been in this situation before. To answer your question, yes, he did make a ball.
Does 2 pass the 5?
I don't think it passes.
Yeah, it does. Actually, it does.
Oh, actually, well, barely.
Barely. But just enough for him to get position on the 4.
Right.
So he can tap draw this all the way back up table.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do.
Yep. Just like that.
Wow.
It's fine. He's fine. It's interesting because, you know, when you're in the match and you're playing and you sit there and you look at the balls and you're just like, what did I just do? But now I'm sitting here and watching on commentary. I'm just like, it's fine. I don't have to worry about it. We always beat ourselves up when we're at the table and we don't get where we want to get. Like Buddy Hall said, why play position when you already have it?
True. I see a lot of players do that. I don't know what Alex is doing here. Okay.
Coming around, swinging it, and he's good. I think he's, no, he's not good.
No, he might be good. He might be good. Let's see something. Yes, he's good. No, he's not good. Wow. Is he? I can't even tell.
Can't even tell. Yeah, use your safety here, because everything's in the open. The 6 leads to the 7.
He doesn't look like he's going forward with this.
He didn't use his safety.
Why is he not using his safety? See, he's gone away from what he was doing before, and that's the reason why the score has disappeared on him.
Right. I think, is this Alex's first time playing Duke?
Yeah, but
That explains a lot.
No, I don't think he's intimidated by him.
No. It's not intimidation. When you play Duke,
I think Duke is more intimidated by Alex, the fact that he's shooting so well.
no. When you play Duke, and you know this just as well as I do, he moves so quickly around the table that it affects your pace of play.
Yeah, but Alex plays fast too.
No.
Look, watch him. He plays just as fast. just as fast.
But Duke can definitely get in your head very quickly
Oh yes.
with his speed of
Well,
play.
he's a great player.
He is a great player.
He's a great player. There's no arguments there. The man is just outstanding.
Mm-hmm. Try a break. 7-ball right in front of the pocket. But nothing leading to it.
Yeah, but if Alex draws this ball back, if he's able to draw this ball back, this game is over. However, if he misses the shot, I think we're looking at a tie game. And the only reason why this is happening is because he's going away from what he was doing before. He stopped using his safe at that opportune time.
He went forward. Did you see that?
It wasn't forward. Look, see? He came off the tangent line. Yeah. But this is not a give me because is it close to the pocket now? Wow, okay. I wouldn't do that. I know what you're thinking about. Just make the ball. Just make the ball. Okay. He's going to have to do it.
Yeah, he's going to have to combo it. And he can't play safe either. Yeah, he's really uncomfortable on this.
Yeah, because he went
Wow,
back too
Duke,
much.
Duke just got to him. Look at that.
No, he got to himself. He ended up too straight on this. I mean, this is a makeable shot for him. Yep.
Nice shot.
And he's on the hill. Now, this is where the game changes for Duke. Because he cannot make a mistake now.
He doesn't even have to make a mistake.
You know?
All Alex has to do is break and run. That's it.
But we haven't seen a break and run all match.
Yeah, we have.
Have we?
We've seen, well, not complete. Well, actually, maybe
No.
one or two break and runs,
I didn't see one
but
in this
definitely one or two break and combos.
No, what I would do here is, if I make a ball, I run down to as far as I can, and then and play good safe. Or if the balls are tied up, I don't play a safe. It's tough. If he's gonna play a safe, he has to play a strong safe.
This is the time to break and run.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if he goes out with a break and run.
Hopefully he remembers what I told him earlier. When we were playing 8-ball, he's on the hill and he misses, and I'm like, you're supposed to break and run, you know that, right? He laughed.
Okay, let's see what happens. This rack is gonna be very important.
For both players.
the position to the 3 ball because of that 6.
He knows how to stay
Yeah,
between that
step-
4 and 6.
Yeah, but
Or not. Okay. Is Duke frustrated again?
no. He's perfect. He's perfect. He's perfect on this rack. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Put the cue ball on the rail, come off the right side of the 3, and here,
Yeah.
and then come up.
Yeah, that's what I would do, but as you can see, this guy does things a little differently.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very different. Okay.
Because he wants to hit it a little bit more fuller. You know what I'm saying?
A little firmer.
Yeah, a
Sure.
little firmer.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
But you see that right here? Yeah, I don't like that shot right there.
He has not positioned himself for a shot like that all match, I don't think.
Right. And if he had done it the way you said, he would have been closer and more in the zone. Now,
This is a punch. This is a punch here.
yeah,
But it does allow him the opportunity to go forward, like a follow with a hard stroke.
let's see.
Kind of let him allow him to let his stroke out.
Wow.
He's still
Wow.
fine. He's still fine.
Of course he's fine.
Wow, he's still fine. Even Duke is looking. He's still fine. Because even if the cue ball goes this way, the 7 pushes it down.
It pushes it down, absolutely. So he doesn't have to worry about anything.
No.
He just has to make this ball.
And not use too much follow.
Wow.
Bounce. Bounce. There you go.
Now, he knew he was going to end up down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, though, is it just nerves? Because I would have hit
Oh,
it
it
to
has
the
to be
rim.
nerves. Absolutely has to be nerves. Oh yeah, look at him. Look at him right now. He's shaking. He's like,
Yeah,
he's shaking his nerves out.
Yeah, he's shaking. He's shaking.
I can even watch the cue shaking in his hand.
Yeah, he's nervous. If he makes this,
Wow, he's twitching.
yeah,
God, he's
he got back up.
shaking like a leaf.
Yeah, he's shaking like a leaf. I like the fact that he.
I like the fact that he gets up
Yes.
and resets on the shot.
Yes.
That's very good. Looks solid.
And it's good.
It's good.
It's good. Wait a minute. Okay, so
Oh my God. He's gonna have to get up. I guarantee he's gonna get up on this shot.
yeah, let's switch the view here so viewers can see this.
He's gonna get up on this shot. Watch. Looks like Alvin Ocean shooting that last 9 ball, huh? Good. Wow. Alex Kent is a
Alex, congratulations, man.
Thanks, man.
You played a phenomenal match. Wait a minute. Yeah. Anyway, so against Duke Lamb, it seemed as if you went to another level. That's the way I have to put it. I was trying to pinpoint a couple of things in your game that was different from when you're playing at Eastside, and this is what I came up with. I have a list. Everything. All I'm saying is this. The next time we play together, you have to spot me.
Oh, no.
But what happened? I mean, if I didn't know any better, because the 7 ball is a game that you don't play, am I correct?
Right.
But if I didn't know better, I said that I would think that you went home, you studied something, and you said, you know what? I'm gonna play 3-4 shots, then play my tough shot with a safe. I'm going to develop a pattern, learn a pattern going into this. Something that I noticed that Duke didn't pick up on until towards the end, but it was already out of his hands. What was the difference going into this match? Because clearly the pattern was there. I saw the pattern from the moment you started the match, straight through. You had one single pattern that you were using. You would play as many balls as you could, and if you came to a ball and you noticed that it was difficult, you survey the table. If the table is tied up, you go for it and allow Duke to clear it up. But if the table was open and you could shoot, you would play a safe with that shot. Was this something you had planned going in? And just tell us the process. Give us the secret.
Sure. I don't think I'll say anything terribly insightful, but I mean, going into it, I sort of knew that I was a heavy underdog. Heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heavy. Yes.
And with that, right, Duke missed a lot of shots because he's a ball pocketer, right? He's an unbelievably good shot, and this game, you know, if you're off a little bit, if you take something for granted, you get punished.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, it's almost the ball in hand is the most extreme punishment in pool.
Yes. And in 7 ball, it's every time you miss.
Right.
Yes.
And you know, so I counted five racks that I missed the run out when I should have had it. But it just came down to making the balls. And had you asked me halfway through if there was a pattern to how I was using the safe, no.
You probably was doing it so unconsciously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was if I felt I had to hit a shot hard, in, you know, off angle over distance, then I take it. I just sort of feel it out.
What about playing on that table? That table is the tightest table in that. Is it? That's your second time playing on that table, right?
Yes.
Because you played Keith Joe here. When was that? Yesterday or today?
This morning.
This morning, and you played real strong on it. In fact, you took him out of the tournament 21-6. And of all the matches that were played this weekend, yours and Joshua Freeberg's match versus Mike Freud were the only 2 matches where the actual score was 21-6. And you guys, it was just phenomenal. But going into this format, I knew that it was new for you. Duke has played it before, but I know Duke, as you said, he's a ball pocketer. He doesn't think about the little nuances of the game. But I was surprised at how you, with the patterns, and when you, we should have these up on YouTube before the end of Monday or maybe Tuesday. Go through the tape, you'll see it. It was very methodical. But on top of that, the shots that you were making were just incredible, right? It's like you weren't intimidated in regards to the table?
I was wiping my hands. But,
we saw.
You know, I started hanging my pinky off the end of my cue.
Yes.
So when I stroked through the ball, the cue wouldn't slide out of my hand.
You know, no, me and Keith, I had him in the booth here, and he was saying, on your last shot, the one before the 7th, he's shaking.
Yeah.
So I looked over, and I saw your hand go like this up. But the beautiful thing that I like, and for those of you home, you should realize that when you get down on a shot and you're not comfortable with it, get back up and recompose. And that's what you did. You got back up, you recomposed. You were very nervous, right? Because I saw you literally shaking, and you went down and you made that ball. But I know that shot was not as hard as playing that 7 ball, knowing that you would have won the championship. Right?
No, but It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. You know, it was the 6 ball was the game.
Yeah.
And the 7 was no gimme, but I knew that if I made the 6,
Right.
then the 7 would drop.
Yeah.
But yeah, shooting off the rail, it was not where I wanted to play that 6 from.
Now, the formats, how we played them, and how they played out. The event. This is your first time.
Yep.
What do you think of it?
I've said this before. I loved it. I loved playing all these different games that I don't get to play very often, and sort of developing different patterns, not necessarily in terms of ball pocketing, but in terms of how I'm composing myself and my pre-shot routine and things like that, because they're all different, right? So you have to focus on delivering the right stroke.
Well, that's why we call it the Masters Marathon,
Oh.
right? So I guess everyone at home knows for this session who's the master, right? I wonder.
A lot to learn.
I wonder. I know you won and it's all good, but going into, I'm assuming that you're going to be here next session again, but to defend your title, would you have preferred a different lineup? Because I remember at one time you said, I'd like a straight pool here or 8-ball there.
Yep.
Would you have preferred a different lineup?
It was easy to say in hindsight.
Yeah.
Yeah, and going into the 5th match,
Yes.
I was looking for 7-ball.
Right.
Because I figured one pocket would be my best defense against Duke.
Right.
If I were to play him. But then it turned out that one pocket was the game that I needed.
Yes.
To could relax a little bit, could breathe a lot more, didn't have to hit balls very hard.
Well, it sure didn't look like that to us. It looked like you were slamming them in the pocket, but
Then that was one pocket. And then once you get into 7-ball, it's it goes or it doesn't.
Who was your first match this weekend?
What did we play first? 9-ball?
Yes, we played 9-ball.
I don't remember.
You don't remember? I don't remember either. I know you played Peshk. I can't tell right now.
Yeah.
I can tell right now. And we're both in a daze. Now, I know you probably have some people at home that was watching. Are you like one of those players that kept on getting their texts?
I didn't even touch my phone in that last one.
You didn't want to get nervous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Michael Flick and all the players at Eastside Billiards who you represent, they're going to be so proud of you. I was hoping that Michael Flick, who did great yesterday, he had to leave because he was sick, but I was hoping that he could have made it to today and actually compete, because I know he was waiting on this,
Yep.
But he's going to be very surprised. And I was actually telling someone, because when you and Mike play, it's like you're not necessarily the better player. Mike is strong, you know what I'm saying? So he could have been in this position too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I have watched your game, and you have developed into a wonderful player. There are times when you are distracted, and I see it on certain league nights where you just cannot bring it.
Yep.
I was explaining to Keith that I've seen you come in, win 2 games, and go home. And the players that you play, they have nothing on you. It's just that today you were focused.
I really like fast tables,
Yeah.
and responsive rails, and these tables are newly felted, and so the cue ball was on ice at some points.
When I watch Harry Potter, right, he has an invisible cloak.
Sure.
So I had a theory, right? I had a theory that you actually had on. You came in as Kent, but you really weren't Kent. You get what I'm saying, Clark? Just that the cloak was invisible.
Sure.
And the folks at home, when you watch the YouTube video, you'll understand exactly what I'm saying. Look, gentlemen, look, I want to congratulate you again. You know, it was
Thanks,
an
Vince.
excellent match. All your matches were excellent, and we look forward to seeing you again next season and in the next Megabucks Masters Marathon. We have a couple more tournaments coming up towards the end of the year. As you know, the playoffs is coming up pretty soon. I think it's in July. All right, you'll need to prepare for that. But so far, you're doing great, right? And I'm sure a couple of the people that you've knocked out, they're happy for you. They might not have been happy for you when you actually knocked them out.
Right.
All right. Is there anything you want to tell the folks at home who might be watching?
Wow.
Well,
Well, first, I'd like to thank you. You know, this is my second season in the league, and every tournament, every league night, they're always expertly run, and you know that is a testament to you and the league and the people that you've brought together.
Yeah. Well, I can't take all the credit for myself because Alex Ross has helped me tremendously too.
Yeah, well, if he's watching, he's
Yes.
he's good for my morale
Yes.
when we play.
And he's wow. I can't imagine what he's gonna say when he sees this. I just want to remind the folks at home, if you're interested in jumping on board with the Megabucks Amateur Pool League, we're starting up in July. The 16th of July is the summer session, and if you want to be a part of that, then you should sign up now. The Megabucks Masters Marathon is something that's reserved for the higher handicaps, but if you want to get in it as a lower handicap, you can always do one of our qualifiers. One of the catch, however, is if you qualify like Bob DePosker, he's a 5, and Frank Pesch, he's a 5. You know, he's a 6. Once you play in this event, right, you automatically go up to a 7.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So next season
Okay.
when they play, they'll be playing as 7s.
Wow.
Right? The guys in the room, they were dancing while we were doing our thing. Let's hope they didn't distract the viewers at home. What would you like to see moving forward? Is there any particular tournament that you'd like to see in format? Someone said something about bank pool,
Oh man.
and I'm seriously considering it.
Really?
Yes, I'm seriously
Okay.
considering it.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Scotch doubles.
Scotch doubles.
Scotch doubles.
That's a good idea.
I did one maybe a year and a half ago now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love Scotch doubles. I have a friend that we play. We
Well,
play a lot together with.
well, you've heard of I'm sure you've heard of the Action Pool Club that's been going on.
I haven't.
Well, the Action Pool Club is a club that was designed for players who want to challenge other players. Right? And it's something that you might want to check out.
Sure.
We will talk about that after we get off the air.
Okay.
All right? But it's reserved for only some players. Not everyone can get into it. All right? But that's what Keith was actually talking about. So you can actually call out a player and say, look, I want to challenge you. And we usually do it on Wednesdays and Thursday nights. I mean, if you go to our YouTube channel, megabucks.tv, you can see a couple of the matches there. And all the races, if you're even and you're 7 and above, all the races are to 21.
Okay.
All right? So some of these guys that you see playing here, they've actually played in it, so that's why their stamina was up. All right? Again, I mean, I don't have anything else unless you have something that you want to tell me, some secrets. You know, the shooting techniques, aiming techniques. Come on, give something to the lower handicaps at home. Tell us how you prepared for this. How can we prepare the way you prepared and come in and perform like this?
I mean, what I think about when I'm down on a shot is I focus on my wrist, my back wrist, and focus on bringing it straight back. And if the warm-up stroke before I hit the ball isn't perfect, I won't take the shot.
I've seen that, and I've seen you actually get up, recompose several times, and go back down.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned something about your pinky. Tell me that technique again.
Well, my hand was sweating,
Okay.
and so I was worried that when I hit the cue ball, the cue would come out of my hand.
Right,
So I started wrapping my pinky over the butt.
right.
So then I could sort of the pinky was driving the
Okay,
cue a little bit just
Okay.
to prevent the slip.
right. And that tells me you're actually using the momentum of the cue. You're not really gripping it.
No.
So that's why most of your shots were so accurate. Oh, well, folks, remember that at home, okay? And if you ever meet him in the pool hall, take my advice. Let him spot you, okay? Take my advice. Don't put anything. Let him spot you. Again, thank you so much for participating in the
Thank you,
Megabucks
Vince.
Amateur Pool League, and you have a great night. And for the folks at home, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next Wednesday. Actually, this coming Wednesday, when we'll have Joshua Freeberg going up against Michael Jackson, and that's not a fake name, that's his real name. Michael Jackson, he doesn't do the moonwalk, but he plays one pocket real good. They'll be playing straight pool, a race to 300. It will be out of this pool hall, Gotham City Billiards. If you want to come down here, it's 93 Avenue U. We're going to be starting up at 8 o'clock. And if you're not able to come down, you can view it on Megabucks.tv. That's www.megabucks.tv. Have a good night.